Hello, 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 hello. I'm sure we're gonna have 1,000 people on here today. Minus 900. But we should have 5,000 to hear all this good stuff. If I have to say so myself. I'm excited about being here today. We've had an incredible week of funding, by the way. And that up to 10K is going masterfully. But I mean, we just funded some really, really good deals. I got a 244,000 and a 330,000 that we should hear very, very shortly of whether they want to move forward, but I think they both probably will. So things are going well. I'm going to talk to you today on this 15-minute training about the really, really best business types. And I'm going to give you a lot more than what you probably have written down in the past, or even that's on the preferred list. So these are the ones that we seem to be having incredible luck with as far as getting the lenders to bring us great offers. Some stuff has tightened up in the industry, but a lot on all these that I'm going to talk to you about, we're getting really good offers. It's actually going better than I would think at this point in of the year, because a lot of times you have industries that the lenders just don't want to mess with because of something that happened in the economy. There may be a short of different types of parts, and they can't get them because something happened. Then they may kind of hold up on funding those types of industries until all of that's loosened up instead of tightened up. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick PowerPoint so you can write down a lot of this stuff and let you guys know how much we really appreciate you, number one. But number two, if you're able to see it, I think that would really help. Let's see here. All right, guys. First of all, let me just talk to you about the benefits of our marketing partnership between Bank Breezy and David Allen Capital. As you know, we're 100% application process online, no hassles, pretty quick decisions. And we're providing you guys with the number one success tool for the entire membership base or client base. And that client base needs working capital. The good thing about this, guys, is that you're going to receive your commission on every funded deal that comes through on a daily basis. What you have to do, though, is you got to get these links out. You got to get the word out to your community. And a lot of you are missing that boat. You're not you're not investing in your own business and investing in these Connect cards. You can foo-foo them all you want, but they're working. And if you're an online person, I get that, but they're working for me. I mean, I'm passing them out and I'm getting fundings, and I'm finding that my clients are coming back anywhere from 4 to 6 times. And just now, one of my personal recruits, he's getting a guy, a restaurant that we've had for 2 years, and this will be the 7th time they're getting a renewal, and it's going to be at least 50,000 today.
Hey, Wade, I just wanted to chime in really quick to let you know that we can't see the slides if you're showing those slides.
Okay, that's not good. Let me just see here. Why can't you see? Okay, I know why you can't. Hold on one second here. Glad you told me that. Maybe I need to hit share. Now you can see them, right?
Yes.
Now we can see them.
Okay. Well, that explains a lot. But anyway, I just covered this part about the benefit of doing business together. And again, as I just told you, we got a restaurant that's coming back for at least the 7th time. It might be the 8th, getting another, it won't be less than 50,000 today. So I'm excited about what we're doing here with this platform. And the whole reason we put this together, and David jumped on board, was the platform's built for brokers like you guys, agents like you guys, to really get full-time income. We talk about all the time on a part-time basis until you get enough clients on there where these kind of renewals are coming in all the time. And I want you to know, we got a really good Breezy drip campaign going. And we got a team of people talking to your clients for renewals, but some of you are just do an outstanding job. I keep mentioning, I'm tired of mentioning, not tired, but I mention Matt and Nick all the time because they're just so incredibly good at renewal after renewal after renewal. And you guys just, we're going to do just a training in within the month just on that aspect of the business. But we want to make sure that no other companies come in and swoop up your client and start stacking them. And we incentivize your clients with cash, and that is working masterfully. I've used that term twice today. That's really good. That's my new word. It is working great. And this next pay system, next day pay, is really helping. But where do you find your clients? And the three places you're going to find them is, number one, your warm market. I cannot overemphasize how important this is and how important recruiting is, because they're going to have a whole new group of clients. But I guarantee you there's not one person on here today that look at this at a later date that can tell me honestly that they've worked their entire warm market. Because I keep thinking of people, and I said, oh man, I forgot about this person, the printer that I picked up something for, or the embroider, or the cleaners that I go to. Sometimes we just get timid and don't want to do that. But guys, that's where the cards come in. So you don't have to give that presentation, but you can hand them the Connect card. The second best lead is your meet, greet, and inform, knocking on doors, talking to people in your community. This is not cold calling, this at all. It's just you're meeting new people. You're creating a new friend at the very worst case scenario. And not one time out of all the times that I've done it, and I've done it many times, knocking on doors, I kind of like it because I never ever get treated badly. And everyone wants to take the card. And of course, the other leads that you're going to have are Facebook, online, all the different memberships, and direct mail, or whatever else you guys do. But let's jump into the best business types to contact. All right, number one is construction, but I don't think everybody understands all the different parts of this and the different types of businesses that are under this heading. In construction, you got home builders, of course, but you got plumbers, electricians, pavers, excavators, HVAC, which is a great business. All the A lenders want that. Roofers, asphalt companies. You got flooring companies. Listen, that is a big deal. They're everywhere. You can't ride down the street without seeing a flooring company, it seems. Window companies, chimney sweeps, general contractors, pipe fitters, welders, heavy equipment operators, masons, home renovation, painters, tile installers, concrete layers, granite and countertop contractors. Again, they're on every corner. And that's just to name a few of them. So start looking up all these people and get information to them, because they're going to have the larger funding amounts than any other industry, it seems. Next comes healthcare, but that's not just doctors, dentists, veterinarians, and chiropractors. You got all the home healthcare facilities that are out there, and they usually want some of the larger funding amounts as well, and they need help. Individual home healthcare companies, you have individual people that are contracted with all these home healthcare groups, and they go out and they do the work, and they're independent contractors. You need to be finding those people and talking to them. Restaurants, now this includes all your fast food, casual dining, fine dining, including food trucks and caterers, coffee and tea shops, culinary schools, all these restaurants that are out there. Forget about the chains. You don't want to go in and talk about funding with a national or regional chain, but there are so many moms and pops all over the place. And believe me, the worst time you can go is at noon or between 5 and 7 o'clock at night. Or for breakfast. What you need to do is go in the meantime and pass out these cards, get that information in front of them, folks, because it will change your income because of it. Manufacturing, this is a real hot one now for all the lenders out there. They want manufacturing. That includes nutritional products, mechanical parts, really any type of plastics, but anybody that manufactures something, they need capital and they need it in a big way. And usually they're the larger funded ones. And of course, any kind of retail that includes ladies, children, men's clothing, jewelry. You got bakers that could fall underneath restaurants, but printing. Oh, by the way, we just funded a bakery that took quite a bit of money as well. Ice cream shops, man, especially this time of year, that is a hot place to go. They're growing fast. Telecommunications companies, furniture stores, lighting companies, shipping or mail order services. All these are in your community that you pass by every single day. And of course, landscape contractors, tree services, and pool contractors. This is another time that they really need more equipment than they ever needed this time of the year. So that's a good one to go jump on. Plus, their revenue is going to be larger than it ever has been during the rest of the year. Marinas, and along with that, you got things like boat repair shops. And every marina has repair shops in it. That brings us to repair shops. Anything with auto and truck repair, whether it's transmission, body shops, engine and glass, upholstery, appliance repair, watch repair, lawnmower repair, motorcycle and bike repair. Think about all these different repair places that are out there everywhere. And you know where one of the best places to find all these is, don't throw away those valve packs that come in. Get that information, go online and find all those people and get a card to them. It's very hard to be successful with everything I'm telling you right here if you don't have Connect cards. I'm just telling you, these are the cast me out if you know how to use them. They don't do any good in the backseat of your car. You're wasting your money. But if you'll actually do what there's a word called network, and you can net a lot of success if you do the second half of that, which is work. Secondly is by the way, I'm not saying you're not working. I'm just saying if you really want to make this thing happen out there in the field with these kind of companies, you got to go face to face with them. E-commerce companies, they usually are 25 to 100,000 a month worth of revenue in those. Any kind of metal fabrication shops. Insurance agencies. I'm not talking about the ones that are all part of a national chain, but they are good. I mean, we fund State Farm and a lot of independent agents out there. We fund their book of business. And a lot of these insurance companies want money so that they can go out and buy another book of business, which brings me to accounting. That's another thing that accounting firms do. They do the ones who do more than just seasonal tax preparation, that they're true accountants or CPAs. So a lot of them are in the accounting firms may not be a CPA, but they need money because they always want to buy a book of business. We had an account where this one girl she applied for funding at 9 in the morning. At noon, the accounting firm got 50,000 offer, and we funded them at 3 o'clock. So these are real quick turnarounds. Anything do with architects, that sort of thing. Education sales, childcare, daycare, day schools. Those things are fantastic. Private schools, I would jump all over those. We are funding a lot of dance studios. That includes cheer and dance. That is a big thing nationally. My brother Brad's wife Suzanne and Allie and all those, they owned a big cheer school. There's a lot of revenue going through there. And right now the summer's here and they're starting to get all the new registration. It's a good time to call on them. One other thing that we have is nail and hair salons. That includes barbershops. Nail salons and hair salons have a lot of activity daily. These are the kind of things that lenders love because you got a lot of merchant services going on there. And by the way, that'd be a good place to sell merchant services as well for you guys. Employment and medical staffing agencies. That's another one that has pretty good size revenue. Medical equipment sales. I mean, we got one right now that's coming back for about the third or fourth renewal. It seems like that we got a $330,000 offer. I think he'll come and take it tomorrow. We'll see. But this is one that Harlequin and some of those others have been working on. It's fantastic what you can do in that industry. Bicycle stores, pharmacies. The very first funding I did when I came with David from my funding background, and we started doing it. The very first one that I did was a pharmacy for $300,000. I got a lead from a friend, and the guy was in Florida, and we got it done. So pharmacies are another good thing. Now, I'm not talking about the national chains. I'm talking about the independent ones. IT and computer services, water purification and air restoration companies, massage therapists. They don't have the large numbers, but they do a lot of numbers. You got trash and garbage companies. We just funded one a couple months ago down in Louisiana, and they came back for more money. It's usually larger funds. Any kind of private schools and colleges, carpet companies, that includes sales and service. Heck, I don't know how you can not run across one of those about every 15 minutes when you're out driving. Gas stations and convenience stores. Just remember when you're talking to those, the lottery income is not included as revenue. They may have $100,000 a month with the lottery income, but that's not going to be counted as revenue. It's all the other things that they do there. And of course, that would include grocery stores and all, which we didn't put on there. Here are some of the high risk industries that will only qualify for about 25 to 100% of what they're doing monthly. And that's transportation and trucking, especially those with only 1 or 2 trucks on the road. Real estate, especially house flippers or sales or real estate investment. I mean, if the real estate client has renters with monthly rent payments, then that would be the best type. Seasonal tax preparation, they're just not going to get 100% of what they're doing monthly. Consulting firms, unless they're doing 50,000 or more, and it really depends on what type of consultant they are. Energy and solar, that's a big hot thing right now, but unless they're doing 50,000 a month, that's not going to be a great industry to submit. But if they're doing 50,000 or more, hey, that's great. Credit repair companies, we can get them funded, but they're not going to get 100% of what they're doing monthly. Any kind of financial services outside of insurance and taxes and that sort of thing, where there's some kind of they're reinvesting the money into like real estate and all. It's going to be tough. And then family farms, we can fund them, but it's hard to get 100% out of those. So I want to tell you the incentives that we're doing that you probably already know. If you buy these Bank Breezy Connect cards and within 90 days you submit 100,000 in funding, then we're going to reimburse you for those cards. So that's an important thing to know. And I don't know if David dropped that to 50 or not. I'm not sure, but we're willing to reimburse you if you make the purchase and do them, because we know they work. And if you join a chamber or any association, a BNI club, once you produce 100,000 within that organization, and we've had people do it, Erica did, we'll reimburse up to 500,000 in that case. So that is the long and short of it. Let me stop sharing my screen. And if you got any questions, I'll tell you. I went quickly, but this is only supposed to be a 15 or 20 minute training. I hope these kind of jar some memory of clients that you or possible clients that you already are currently doing business with, or you know where they're located. And if you have any questions at all, I'll answer it, or if not, we'll move on. Okay, I think we got one there.
Yes, it looks like J Files. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Good afternoon. Good morning.
I can't hear you. Barely hear you. Okay. Anybody else?
Jay, if you want to email your question to support, we can always bump it over to Wade today through email. Otherwise, you can send it to me in chat if you're able to, and I can ask it. But if anyone else has a question, you can use your virtual hand raise right now.
Ask you to Haim.
Good morning,
does that-
Mr.
Does that DAC stand for DeHame and Company, or is that a DAC?
I'm not sure. I'll let you know.
You can use it either way.
Well, it's not Dad and Charlie, but guys, listen to Wade's first industry that he harped on, and why, with all of the variables in construction, the all the different types of tradespeople within the construction under that one umbrella. Thus, the Home Depot parking lot, that works. I mean, it seems silly, it's not beneath me, Mr. Hey, just go there, do it, give it a shot. And I'm getting the Connect cards, Wade. I'm getting them. I'm going to be landing there a week from today. Literally landing there. Yes, sir. I'm getting those cards. I'm going to have them with me. You're going to see some action from those. I'm going to see what happens. I'm getting them. So, but I just wanted to just throw it out there, guys. Don't. It's so easy. You go door to door. I've done it too. Go to your local community. Go to different business owners. Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are. And that's great, and leave them the card. That's a lot of walking, I mean, it's a lot of traveling, get in your car, go to another town. I do it. I rent a car. I beat the crap out of the thing. It's fine. I get unlimited mileage. And that's what I did last year. It's bearing fruit now, guys. It's coming back. It just takes time. Don't expect it to happen immediately. But point is that you're at the Home Depot. You got business owner, left, right, center, trucks pulling in, pulling out. Are you kidding me? It's like shooting. I don't want to say fish in a barrel, but you get the point. It's a high target rich environment for this particular industry. And why not? What the heck are you doing? There's contractors, there's electricians, there's plumbers, there's all of these tradespeople going to these local, supply stores. In New Bern, North Carolina, there's, nobody goes to the Home Depot. That's a professional. They go to their special trades, they have a little secret place they go to. We'll find out where that is, and ask somebody, and just that's going to yield fruit. That's all. Just have to throw it out there, man. See you soon.
Amen. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, when you come to North Carolina, drive just a little bit further, and let's go out and knock on some doors.
All right.
Okay, I guess go ahead.
Yep. Next up, we have Ann Hames. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Thank you. Thanks very much for this, Mr. Cordell. I'm in Canada. With regard to the reimbursement for Connect cards, only 2 products are available in Canada: the payment processing and the bank funding. I obtained cards, but they just showed the American numbers, and I'm now having them reprinted because the time in business and the monthly income are different in Canada from the States.
Yeah, I'm not sure that you can get the Connect cards with a Canadian number. I'm not certain.
I'm having them done. I'm having them done.
Oh,
here.
you're having them done.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yep.
Can I be reimbursed for that double cost? Because the first time they came, they just had the American numbers on them.
Are you ordering them through us?
Yes, I obtained initially from DAC. Yes, that's how.
Yeah, you just need to send an email to David about that, okay?
Okay.
Because
All right.
I wouldn't know.
I will
I wouldn't
do
know how
that.
to get involved in that.
Thank
I
you very
appreciate it.
much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
All right. And it looks like last but not least is Harlequin. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey there. Wait, a question I have for you is are there any industries that you're seeing a lot of applications submitted that you're not getting deals for? In other words, something that we should avoid,
Well,
or
you
not
know-
avoid, but not target, shall I say?
well, I wouldn't target the real estate flipping of houses industry at all, because that is the number one that's not getting offers. And the other thing is truckers are 50-50. I don't think I've had, but I probably couldn't count on one hand how many truckers I've had who hasn't had a funding like this in the past or have one. and they defaulted or that sort of thing, that's another industry that is just, it's just a coin flip. And a lot of it has to do with, the past and how they paid in the past. And I think I told you a couple of weeks ago that, one lender had 63%, default rate. One had like 47. I mean, nobody wants to fund those, but we're still funding them. But then I say that, and we funded a 300,000 trucking, and we funded another one for 190,000. So there are the bigger ones out there, but these individual ones, those are the two and then you have those who have their little gig going on, but it doesn't go to our gig funding. It comes to us, and then they may hit one month with 15,000, but it may be only 1 or 2 deposits. And those are the problems that you have when they're working out of their home and they don't really have a quote unquote brick and mortar so that people can find them.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Good
And
question.
for all
Thank
the
you.
work- Yeah, thank you for all the work that you
And I
do.
took care of that other thing for you. They've already got it in their hands.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, it looks like a couple more popped up. So we've got Coach Minor and then Sherry. Coach Minor, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Wade? I think this is
I'm
a
well.
question for. All right, I think this is a question for Morgan. Hey, Morgan, do you think this meeting gonna be on YouTube today or maybe tomorrow?
We should be able to get it up today.
I'll have it
Um,
up today for sure. Give me
okay,
like
there we go.
30-ish minutes and it'll be up.
Awesome,
Yeah,
thanks.
go.
Tyler.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks.
And then Sherry, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, good morning. Is the 10,000 in less than 10 minutes available in Canada?
No,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. I think that's it.
That's all we got.
All right. Good to see you there. I see Nick, man, you got a good looking, man, I tell you. I had a single daughter, brother. And Alan, good to see you, man. Y'all have a great day. I'm gonna end this now. Thanks. I appreciate you getting on. I know your time's valuable. Y'all have a blessed day.